Hey everyone, I hope you're all well. If you're new around here, then my name's Danny and you're on the Try to Be Iron Endurance Triathlon channel. Now, in this week's short video, I thought I'd give you a bit of an update into an early season goal that I'm due to take on in March. Right, this is a triathlon channel, but there is a fair amount of running content on it. There's good reasons for that. One, I like running. It's good for my head. It's good for my fitness. It's just a great thing to do. It's quite taxing on the body. But last year, I set myself a bit of a challenge in running the Seville Marathon. I'll put the link to that video in the cards above if you're interested in that. But yeah, I wanted to set myself an off-season goal and target the marathon. It was only the second marathon that I'd ever run, and I wanted to get myself really run fit and in good shape for the upcoming tri season, as I knew it would benefit me in that as well. Now, last year I did set myself a bit of a goal in that marathon, and that was to run sub 3:30. I actually came in at 3:29, and this upcoming year I want to kind of go again at that distance and set myself a new challenge and try and better my time a little bit on the previous year. My first ever marathon was about 4 or 5 years ago now, actually probably longer, 2018, so coming up 5 years, and I remember going 3:53 in that. So running it last year is a fair amount of improvement there, so let's see if we can build on that again. Now, in my opinion, marathon training is quite taxing on the body. It's long, it's arduous, you've got to have a fair amount of mental strength, particularly if you're working to some sort of time goal. You've got to keep on top of the recovery, and I think staying injury free is probably one of the most tricky things about preparing for one. But as I've got older and wiser to endurance, I feel that I do listen to my body a bit better, and that by doing that, it's allowed me to get into really good, decent shape for Seville to achieve the goal that I set for myself. And on top of all of that, I really enjoyed the preparation for that marathon season and getting my body ready. And the payoff as well was that my running in my triathlon season was the strongest it's ever been. I was running really well off of the bike and in all of my races, and I think that was the thing that really stood out for me in my triathlon season last year. So you're probably wondering, okay, what race is it? And I know that some of my teammates will probably know this, but next year I am going to be taking on the Barcelona Marathon, which is in March. I think it's on the 9th of March, I believe. And I'm going to be setting myself a new goal, something that I'm going to try and achieve. And this time I want to run something closer to 3:20, 3:25 I'd be happy with, but 3:20, closer to 3:20 would be what I would be aiming for. Can I do it? Who knows? I suppose, if I can put the training sessions together, be consistent and do all the sessions and bank them, then I'll have a pretty decent shot at getting there. I think I'm relatively in decent shape now. I took on a 10k the weekend and run 41:36, so I was pretty happy at that. And I haven't done a load of speed work over the off season, and since September, my running has been consistent, and I've been doing most of the training sessions. If I can keep that going, stay injury free, then I don't see any reason why I can't have a real good stab at that time. So guys, there you have it. It's my first goal that I'm sharing with you in the up and coming season, and I've got to try and manage that, I suppose, around all the shoulder rehab that I'm going to have to go through. I have my surgery lined up in 2 days' time, so I'm hoping that the recovery and the rehab doesn't interfere too much with the big run block that I'm planning, and I don't have too long out. I'm hoping it should be alright. There's not massive movement there, and even if I can run and go on the treadmill for a bit and get the legs moving, keep me going for a week or two while I can get some movement and strength back into it. That's the plan anyway, but we will see. So I suppose the only thing that I want to say to you is, stay tuned. If you're new around here, do hit that sub button. It would be great to take you along on the journey and the training over the next 13 or 14 weeks that I think I've got to that event, and follow the progress as I vlog it all through the videos that I put out on here. Now, if any of you are thinking about or you are signed up for the Barcelona Marathon and you're watching this, drop me a comment below because it'd be good to hear from you. You know, I always said that if I was going to do a marathon, I want to do it somewhere big, and I want to do a big marathon, and you know, I want to set myself a goal. It's a lot of commitment to train from, so why not really try and push yourself and get the best out of yourself to do it. So there you have it, everyone. There's the video for this week. It's a short one just to keep you updated on what's been happening my end, and I will try and be back at the end of this week with a video post-surgery to give you a bit of an update there. So stay tuned. It's love having you around, and I will see you again at the end of this week.